Do 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 do. Owie, owie, owie. For some reason somehow I've hurt my finger. Owie finger. Maybe put a plaster on that later. It should be fine. Right. Okay. Bear with me. Did I close Adobe Premiere? And let's have a quick look. I don't know what it is, but Rust really struggles to get minimized these days. I remember it used to be kind of swift, and now it just really chokes. Okay. The chat says live. Have I gone live? Good morning, if you can hear me. Bear with me just one moment. I'm feeling alert and well fed. I've just had some breakfast and I've got a coffee in my hand. I'm just waiting to see if there's anything wrong with the Rust base. Yeah. Oh, why is that frame? Yeah, the frame rate on the stream is quite low, isn't it? Maybe it's because Rust is loading. Let's give it a second. Did I sleep in? I did, actually. I stayed up a little bit later than I perhaps should have, Social. I got naughty. I went back into Rust and I drew some art, and then I got into a hot air balloon and had a nice, peaceful hot air balloon ride, which is a fancy way of me saying I was scouting for bases to raid. Or rather, I was scouting, more accurately, I was scouting for bases that didn't have their walls fully secure, so maybe I could sneak in and nick shit from their furnaces under the cover of night. Right. Just to, be completely honest insofar as what my intentions were. Okay, here we are in Rust. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. Before we get going then, just to let you know what's happening. Right, so, it's week 8 on the latest bullshittery, which is Space Engineers, still. Sorry that it's taking so long. So, I've finished another test render today, and I watched through a bit of it this morning, just before the stream. And looking good, actually. Things are starting to click into place. Sorry, could you bear with me just a moment? There we go. So yes, things are starting to click into place in the edit, but truth be told, I'm saying that for roughly the first 7 minutes of about 22 minutes. So there's still quite a bit left to do. There's very much a big chunk of quality assurance, which just means going through, spotting errors and fixing them. And in addition, I need to do something about these narration scenes, these new scenes that I'm including for the sake of sort of audience awareness when it comes to the fighter battles that are happening. I think the visuals look pretty good. It's just I need to sit down and try and get this voice file right. So... Oh yes, I have. It's incredible. Yeah, I saw it just before bed, Social. I looked at it at first and I thought it was just like a scene from a TV show. But no, as Social just linked there. Was his name Blaze? Blaze something? Hang on. So an animator has just flat out drawn a cartoon to Dinklebean as a dragon, trying to convince everyone to fight for him. I thought it was incredible. Holy shit. Incredibly talented. Right. Oh. So yeah, what else is going, sorry? Anyway, sorry, Space Engineers, and just going to crack on with it as best I can. There's Sai sleeping on the floor. What time is it? I hear birds, so I'm guessing dawn? Hecky indeed. Right. Hang on. Everything seems to be okay. Need to get the furnaces running. Building up, so we've got 15 hours of upkeep time. Apologies for all the doors. It's just raid protection. Probably shouldn't do this. I should probably, hang on. Think we're okay. Sorry, bear with me. Someone's banging on doors. Not in the game. Not sure what that's about. I hear someone just slamming on a door. Oh yes, so this is what I drew last night briefly. So clearly it's Soviet space. Cyanide's there as well. Just in the corner. But yeah. I love that element of Rust. I love that people can draw their own art and shit. Damn, so all of my corn has rotted. Seems to be very hard to keep them okay. Okay. Anyway, sorry, for the people who are not familiar with Rust at all, it's effectively an open-world survival game that is very, very similar to DayZ Epoch. So, big open world, you just got to try and survive as best you can and pool your resources in a base. The more players you have, generally the more resources you can bring to the forefront. As you can see, our base is a bit poo. I haven't really had a huge amount of time on it. So, yeah, I need to get the outer walls metal, the top walls stone, and generally just make it hard for someone to break in. Not impossible. Every base can be cracked with enough time and high explosives. But, yeah, just make it so that it's too much of a hassle to get in. And the reward wouldn't be worth it. Right, bear with me. Coffee. Hey, Sweet Pea. How you doing, cutie? Are you a good girl? Yeah. You went for a walk and you were a good girl, weren't you? Yes, you were. We're going to give you a treat. Hang on. Oh. Right. There we go. What have we got? We've got one of these. It's like a pressed meat, dried meat thing. Put that there for you. What do you think of that? Aw. Yeah, she's happy. She had a good run round this morning. Yeah, she was good girl. She's been a good girl. Thank you, custodian. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Oh. Will I try Scum soon? Well, I'm not sure. I did try Scum a while ago. I'm going to be honest, it felt very incomplete. It felt very, very jank. And truth be told, forgive me, it did feel very, like, it seemed to lack its own ideas, he says, while playing Rust. But at least Rust seems to have adopted a bit of its own identity now. It's taken a few years, but mainly through its aesthetic, which is very different from most other survival things. Yes, whereas Scum, I think, needs time. I like the robots and what are effectively the monuments or the airfields or whatever, its equivalent. So just like we have APCs and helicopters here. Thank you, Zickler and Pender. Thank you very much. Right, so it's daytime, so I best take advantage. I might as well just go out then. I really should consider taking a rifle. I don't want to take one that we could potentially lose, but taking a rifle would be wise. And I need to get a horse again. What do we have? Okay, no, hold up. We've got one bolt action that we desperately need to research, and these two are sort of special weapons. No, let's not steal these. Yeah, we need to hang on to these. Okay, I'll take a pistol. Just take a pistol. Okay. Water pipe shotgun. Yeah. Okay, it is what it is. Right. Thank you, Zella and Kaparin. Thank you. Is Lulu sometimes lying on the floor like Jabba the Hutt? Constantly. Yep, absolutely. Hey,
hello.
Oh, Jesus. Hi, Birdie.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm building a shop.
You're building a shop? Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
like
you can do that, can't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna make like a little, like not a big shop, just a small little like ice cream parlor minus the ice cream.
So what are you selling?
I don't know yet.
Can we talk about? I think your business strategy is a little undercooked. Like you need to have an idea of what you're selling before
Listen,
you
I'll go
build
through
the premises.
Okay. I'll have a look in my storage and see what I got.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
if you are in the
market,
lookout in the market for a wolf skull.
Oh wow. A wolf
some
skull.
empty propane tanks.
Yeah. Sorry, a wolf skull
charcoal.
that you can find in every single wolf in
Rust. A
Rust.
little bit of charcoal. I also have some miner's hats.
Oh wow! Holy
and
shit!
A candle hat, a guitar.
Right.
An RF pager. I'm just a hoarder, okay? I'm just selling everything that I don't know what to do with.
I've just got the weirdest message from Sai.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you. I don't know if I should... No, I guess I can. He tells me that apparently his grandfather's car is at the bottom of the English Channel.
What?
What the fuck does that mean?
What?
But it
Is
just,
that like
that's what the message is. I don't know. I'm going to type back. Hopefully not with your grandfather in it. Hang on. Not with your grandfather still in it?
The Thursday morning message.
Also, what? The fuck does that mean?
Is he in the tunnel?
Oh, right. Yes, he's in the tunnel. Right, yeah, you must be right. The tunnel, the channel tunnel.
I do like that we both assume that he's
Yeah.
just at the bottom of the ocean.
Well,
though,
that's
at
what
first.
you wouldn't say at the bottom of the English Channel. You'd say in the Channel Tunnel, right? Oh shit.
I would assume so. Oh, you know, I can make gunpowder. That's something that I can sell.
I'm so confused. So I'm rereading Sai's message, trying to understand if it's got some hidden meaning. How strange. Sorry, I got thrown off there. So
No,
yes,
yeah,
your
it was
business
okay.
model, yes.
Yeah. I'm doing a sign right now.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna say, what is it gonna say? It's gonna say, Burbo's shop,
Mhm.
and then I'll write what you can buy.
But you can buy what?
Um, let's see what you can buy.
So just think, sorry, the whole shop thing. So obviously player-run shops.
Uh-huh.
So I guess you just have to make your prices competitive compared to the traders. How else are you going to convince someone to come and risk their life going to your base?
Well, because one, they wouldn't risk it going to my base because I have nothing to murder them with.
Sure, but they don't. Presumably they can see your shop on the map, right?
I don't know. Probably not.
Is that not how it works? Otherwise they'll never be able to find it.
I'll just tell people.
Oh. I'm pretty
Listen,
sure they can.
Can they?
Yeah, can they? As in Press G, you can see the trader hubs. Thank you, Zelalas, and the
Yeah,
Lone
but I'm
Wolf.
just
Thank
adding
you
a
very much.
front
Thank you.
to it. Is that enough?
I don't know. Hang on. I'm gonna go for an adventure. Yes, Psy confusing message. Don't know what he's on about. Right, I'm going to go run off and find stuff for the base.
It's surprisingly hard to write on these.
On the signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to last night.
What I found, so my sketchpad actually plugs in and works
Oh, really?
normally on here.
Holy
Yeah.
crap. Yeah, so
I'm
you get your
able to
tablet out.
write- Yeah. I was trying to do paintings, but it was quite hard. There we go. The shop front has a sign.
Nice. Okay. So, sorry, say again. So you've got an actual shop machine.
No, I'm
Ah.
almost got a shop front.
I see. Get a shop machine, and then people can just go up to it and trade it when you're not there.
Oh yeah.
So forgive me. I thought that's what you meant.
No, I'm just gonna listen. I'm just. I just like to make stupid things.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna make
Yeah.
it and see what happens. I'm like an RP player that doesn't RP.
Yeah.
I just want to make the things be able to and then not do it.
Ah. I see. Apparently, according to Rands in the chat, you can hold down E on the shop front and show the shop on the map on or off.
Oh, okay.
And then you should be able to appear.
I'll do that.
Indeed, speaking to the chat, yeah, my horse has gone again. I think they require just a stupid amount of food to keep them to stay. Keep them to
Yeah.
stay. Make them stay.
If you find a horse, just use it until it dies, and then you'll find another one eventually again.
Yeah.
They're just a hassle to keep alive.
Trying to spot one. Gotta go to the nearby quarry. I've got a radiation suit.
Oh yeah, I accidentally got one from Harry and Gary because they just forgot to take it back.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm just gonna keep that and not tell them about it.
Of course.
So,
So
yeah.
I went to last night I went on a balloon ride, And so I took a nice peaceful balloon ride from west to east and then east to west. And I would say that it was just peaceful and serene. But the truth is, I was just spotting bases and where they were so I can go steal shit from them later.
All right.
So I was like, there's
Lovely.
a base, there's a base, there's a base. So
Well,
yeah.
Did you find a base at the top of a mountain that has a sign that says "Please don't break"?
No, but I saw two in like a greenish valley, and I saw one that was a great big tower.
Oh, yeah, but you already know where my.
I have a suspicion. Where am I anyway? Oh, I've gone the wrong direction. I have a suspicion where yours is, but I'm not entirely certain.
Let's keep it like that, shall we?
Is streaming now? Hang on.
Yeah.
Where's Charlie? I don't care about you. Show Charlie.
Charlie.
Where's Charlie? Show your
Let me
chinchilla.
get him. Okay. Yeah, Jesus.
No one cares about you on the stream. They want to see the chinchilla. Jack, have a look at Birdie's stream. She's getting the chinchilla.
Oh, what a good boy.
Hang on. I will link stream. I know, right? Green Pringles.
Let's see if I can get this to work.
I know, Miss Spades. Very rude indeed.
What have I done? What?
What have you done?
I don't know.
Oh, look at the little fuzzball.
Here he is. He's a little tired right now.
Oh, look at him.
Tired, yes.
Oh,
But he's very
look at those
happy.
ears.
He had a thing on his tail, and he was such a good boy this morning. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I'm touching your tail.
Oh.
And he was such a good boy. He just let me like fix it. I don't know. It was like a little thing with his fur that had gotten weird.
Matted or something.
Yeah, so I had to cut it off and then brush it with a toothbrush. He was such a good boy. Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. Toothbrush.
That's how we brush him. Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah,
Here you go.
he's
Do
adorable.
you want a treat? Yeah?
Ooh,
There you go.
getting nibbles. Thank you, Dilla. Hi there, Dilla. Thank
No,
you for the
he's a good
49
boy. He's a
months,
little
sir. Thank
tired
you.
now,
That's very
because
kind,
it's not
Dilla.
his prime time.
And thank you, it's the Lone Wolf.
He'll be awake and happy and like.
Yeah,
I know.
are they awake at dawn?
Yeah, dawn and dusk.
Yeah, what is that called again? Like crepuscular or something? Crep something?
I have no idea.
Fuck, hang on.
I barely know it in Swedish.
Animals active at dawn and dusk. Probably not. Crepus. How do you pronounce that?
No. How do you?
I've read it, but I don't think I've ever said
How
it.
do you spell it? Can you spell it out?
Hang on. I will find this out. Bear with me.
How do you spell it?
Hang on.
I want to see if I know it before you can figure it out.
Da, 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 da.
Crepuscular.
Crepuscular?
Crepuscular, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
So active at dawn and dusk to
Yeah.
evade competition and predators who are
Which
active
is
at night
fantastic because those are the times where I want to sleep.
and day. Right.
He used to, at my parents', I had him in my bedroom because obviously I had everything in my bedroom.
Mhm.
And I've just noticed the quality of my sleep since moving out and having him in the living room and not next to my bed has just gone so much better.
Yeah.
Just because there's not, like,
A rodent.
yeah, rodent
Making noise.
screaming and jumping. And
Screaming.
he's not screaming, but what he does is, so he has like these bars. Like,
Thank you, Loco.
You can
Thank
hear
you.
them.
Oh, is that him?
No, that was me moving it.
Oh.
But he'll grab it and he'll go like that.
Let me out!
Yeah,
I'm being held against my will.
yeah, very much that.
Oh wow! Hang on. Miss Spades has a calf original.
Yes, a what?
So our Steam avatars, calf made them.
Oh
So
yeah,
the little goofy thing. So yeah.
yeah. He made them for. Well, she made them for a bunch of people. I had mine for a while, and then I just changed it out because I think SWAT. I don't know. I had a picture of SWAT for the longest time when he was in the dinosaur costume thingy
Right.
when he was playing. Oh gosh, the Isle in like a blow-up dinosaur costume.
Oh,
So I
shit.
used that for the longest time.
Apparently there were NPCs at the quarry. I wasn't aware of this.
Also, Spade says, I've had the calf original before Soviet had it, damn it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're more special than you.
Before it was cool.
Yeah. Well, she does like us better, so.
Of course. So yeah, apparently there are the NPCs here at the I don't know what to call this place. God
Where
damn.
are you?
Nowhere.
The sulfur quarry?
It's called Giant Excavator Pit.
Oh.
Damn it, I was hoping to explore it, but I've only got a shitty little pistol. I'll never be able to defeat assault rifle wielding.
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know how to put a delay on my stream, so just a
Rip
heads
you.
up from now. No, I'm just saying for you to know.
All
Like,
right.
I don't care if I get shot, but just a heads up so you don't go, oh, I'm at exactly this location.
Uh-huh.
I just, yeah, reminded it. I don't care if I die, but if you're getting stuff, then that's not very fun.
Oh shit, the bed. They are super well armed.
Yeah.
One, two, I can't deal with that. Yeah, if I had an assault rifle, maybe, but I've got a shitty
Fatty
little pistol.
said, those blue NPCs will fuck you the fuck up.
Yeah.
They have zero chill, so yeah.
Let's stay around the edge getting scrap, I think. Wonder if there's a recycler nearby.
I didn't realize that the recycler gives you so much shit. I would
Yeah.
have gone and recycled stuff a long time ago if I knew that.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, the bed. That hurt.
But yeah. I'm just trying to decorate my place right now and I need to get a couch. But I don't know if there are any.
I don't know. There's
there are.
There's really not enough room in my base for a couch. There's just walls and doors everywhere.
Wow, what a wonderful floor
Yeah.
plan.
Basically, it's all fucking hell. Maximize doors, minimize space.
Oh, are you really trying to not get, like...
Every base I've made gets raided within... Because I'm off editing, so I'm off working. So everyone else is playing Rust and getting C4 and rockets and shit. And I've still got a bow and arrow or whatever. So yeah, I'll never be able to compete with people who could stream for, daily, all the time.
Yeah, see, I should be studying right now, but I don't really want to do that.
Of course.
So I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, but that's rubbish.
I mean, it's not the most exciting thing now anyway. Our assignment is just go to a room and analyze it for 2 weeks.
Go to a room?
Yeah, so like you can pick an area or a place and then analyze a room
Okay.
and just do that for 2 weeks and like sketch it and whatnot. So the sketching part is fun, but just sitting and looking at a room for 2 weeks is gonna make me go insane.
Let me guess, you picked your own room with your food, snacks, and computer and stuff.
No, we weren't allowed.
I'm
to
going to analyze the shit out of Rust.
We weren't allowed to do that. No, I'm gonna go to I think a church and just look at that because they got interesting architecture.
I see. Whereas the guys on the same course would be like, how can I fortify this room? In a pinch, this church, how can we protect it
How
from
can
invasion?
Yeah,
Yes.
because churches are the ones you go for, right?
Yeah, if you're a Viking. From your if
If you're a
from
Viking
your
from a
country.
fucking-
Yeah.
Hey,
Over here in England, our churches
hey.
are all like, oh, yeah, here come the Vikings again. Hide the silver. Over here, Linda's farm, just hanging out, you're having a good day, and all of a sudden, oh, look, the Norse have arrived. Oh, dear.
They took our silver and our women and our killed us. Listen, we just needed some stuff.
Of
And we
course,
thought
yeah.
our
The
lovely
barbarians
neighbors would
next
share.
door. Yeah. Yeah.
Not barbarians, just Vikings.
Oh, dear.
Thank
No,
you
no,
for
no,
the
no,
silver
no,
and
no.
the women, by
Sorry,
the way.
we the barbarians. So you
Oh.
saw us as the barbarians.
Oh,
So
I don't know, did we? I thought
Yeah.
we saw you as like free food.
No, it's as in we who did not share your faith. We were the barbarians in your perspective.
Oh.
So our churches to you were fair game. They're like, stupid. They keep all their valuables out on these altars.
I mean, it is a little stupid.
It is a little stupid. But, we learned our lesson because, we killed all of them.
Did you? Did you really?
We killed a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Oh, dear.
That's not what our history book says.
Does it not? What does it say?
Honestly, I don't remember. The only thing I remember from school about the Vikings is like these fucking really gruesome pictures of people like it's paintings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in these like books for kids, they have paintings of Vikings hopping off and literally slitting the throats of monks.
Oh yeah.
And like it's like it was like a poem of how the blood is now fertilizing their crops and shit, like very Viking, very yeah.
Over here, it's all about 1066, and how Harold Godwinson basically spent his time kicking the shit out of the Vikings, and then went south to try and stop William the Conqueror, who's basically our equivalent of Aegon the Conqueror, and from Game of Thrones, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got an arrow in the eye for his trouble.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, just
What a shame.
trying to do his thing.
What's the there was a YouTube video, a documentary that was in my recommended, so that it was actually quite interesting. It was
Is that
one of your kings that died in battle, and they never found his body, and then they found it in like
in a car park. Yeah. Yes.
I was watching that. It was very interesting.
I can't remember. Okay, fuck, what was his
He
name?
had a crooked back and a very feminine.
Yes. It was quite recent, in fact. They found a skeleton. So sorry for the chat. They found a skeleton in a car park when they did an archaeological dig, and the exact site of it was dug because it was believed to be this chapel where a king was buried after he lost a battle. So they just stuck him in a grave, buried him.
It wasn't even like a proper one. They just
like
put
a
him down
half-finished
quite
grave,
quickly.
And so they found this skeleton, and they did a bunch of sort of, they looked at the wounds, and they're like, okay, this is really, this could be him. These injuries are super consistent with what was described. And so, yes, it was believed that he was, in fact, that king, and he was given a sort of proper funeral, and, I think, was the Queen there? Lots of celebrities were there. I think Benedict Cumberbatch read a poem.
He was
shells,
there.
brilliant.
But it's very interesting to watch because it was like.
No, it wasn't Richard the Lionheart. Holy shit! No, it wasn't Richard the Lionheart. It was
It was the last king to die in battle.
Richard III. Was it Richard III? Yeah. I thought it was quite. Yeah. So effectively, over here, you just dig into the dirt a little bit. You'll find a lot of Luftwaffe bombs, but dig further.
Oh my god, a body!
Yeah, and you'll find like a whole load of shit. We just built up on. We basically just built up continually over the years. You'll find farms and old ruins of cities and plague pits, unfortunately. Lots of those.
See, that's interesting. In Sweden, there's an island called Gotland, which is super known for like its medieval heritage.
Mm-hmm.
And so there, you're literally, you know how you have those beeping things that find metal,
Yes.
like metal detectors. You're not allowed to have them on the island because there's so much like medieval shit that's just buried there. That it would like you're not allowed to dig that up because you would essentially dig the whole island up, I think. It's like if you find something by chance, then okay, you can like get people there and dig it up, but you're not allowed to go with a metal detector because you will just like find things continuously.
Yeah.
Or my parents just said that because I wanted to get a metal detector.
Yeah, probably.
Either way.
Do you know about the Hoxney? Oh, I found a telephone. Fantastic. Do you know about the Hoxney Hoard? Probably not pronouncing that correctly. Basically, it's what you say. So, a guy had a metal detector. He was in a farm trying to find a hammer that his friend had lost. It's his farmland. And he was going around and he found like a few random Roman coins, right?
Ah.
bits of like artifact, and he immediately reburied it quickly. And he called up, I think it was one of the British museums, one of the big ones, and said, "Look, can you come over here? I found something." And so they sent off a team of archaeologists, professional archaeologists, to go and dig. And basically, they found this perfectly preserved in the mud, sort of the remnants of a chest. And in that chest was just this huge hoard of gold and silver and jewellery and Roman coins, completely undisturbed because the guy had been sensible and he hadn't tried to dig it up himself. He called archaeologists to do it. And so there's this wonderful collection of just pristine artifacts from Roman Britain. And the exact origin is not known why they were buried. The suggestion is that it perhaps was a burglary, so the thief had stolen everything and then buried it and then was meant to come back later and didn't. But yeah, they're on display, and it was and there was a change in the laws after the fact because the landowner and the finder chose to willingly split it 50-50. So the guy that found it and the guy that owned the land. But nevertheless, the laws, I believe, were changed to give, I think, so equal share to both landowner and finder for any artifacts found.
That's really interesting.
So people wouldn't be greedy and just dig up Roman shit.
Ah, yes, I just happened to find a skull in my land. I'm just gonna dig the whole thing up. This is all mine.
Yeah. Well, people were buried with lots of possessions, weren't they? So. Yeah, so perfectly preserved. Mr. Epilex, so what I mean is that the wood had decayed, but the metal fixtures were all still there, and all of the items were still in the exact undisturbed place in the chest. So the outline of the chest was in the mud. And yeah, they excavated the whole damn thing, and they put it on display. I think I went to that museum, but I didn't see that display. I was too busy looking at the mummies. And all the shit we stole off Greece. Sorry, all the artifacts we preserved from...
No, all of our things that was ours, always, and never...
We don't talk about that. Yeah. Ah, the British Museum, look at all the things we've stolen.
That is literally what it is.
I know. I can't defend it at all. It's really bad.
Oh, I really like these things that were totally ours at the start, and we made these.
Look at all these marbles we've got and chipped off the front of these ruins in Greece or whatever. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not good. It's very bad.
Oh, very British.
Yes, we're bastards. We are bastards. Ah, dear. Right.
Roofing is such a fucking hassle to do. God damn it.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm trying to do roof with stuff that isn't roof to make it look nicer. And it's just not wanting to work for me.
Hang on a minute.
The British History Museum finders keepers.
It's just really bad. Yeah, I went up there and we saw the I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly. The Eaglin? It's something marbles. What was it? Hang on. The Marbles British Museum. These wonderful sort of Parthenon tiles that we've gone and pinched. Elgin marbles? But yeah, they like loop around the walls of the museum and they're just beautiful. Just wonderfully carved marble tiles.
That were not yours.
That were not ours. Along with these beautiful statues just carved that were not ours.
Well,
hey, they were just lying around on some ruin in the desert, you know. There was no one around apart from all those people.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I can't, it's not good.
See, when you go to museums in Sweden, you're like, yeah, we took a few things, but not to the extent that you guys
I know, it's
we're
really
like,
bad.
Oh, look at these beautiful things that were made in, the medieval times by, Swedish medieval people, and oh, look at the craftsmanship, and you're like, oh, look at the medieval things that were made by medieval Swedes that is now in the UK because we wanted it.
Yeah, I know. I cannot even remotely defend the practice. It's really bad. They do not belong to us at all. And all the mummies, we've got like dozens of mummies and shit. We just went to Egypt and just stole them. Just fucking. Here's someone's grave.
Who actually does that? Like, oh, a dead body. I'm gonna take this.
Oh dear.
I want to bring this to my living room.
Oh dear. Yeah.
But there was a bunch of like in war you steal shit, but you guys just stole shit from dead people, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, it's all to do with so picture the position that America is in now, as in the main power. Yeah, that, but amplify it big time. The British Empire was everywhere. The sun never set on the British Empire. We were completely dominating everything. So yeah, we just fucking took everything. Now though, it's super awkward because we're a little island with a bit of chalk and not much else. Tin. Sorry, we have tin. Don't forget the tin. Uh-oh.
Someone in my chat just wrote, "Look, just because the Swedes made a boat that sunk straight away and have a museum for it."
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Vasa ship.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, we didn't put it in a museum because
Fuck,
it
I can't
sunk
see.
immediately. We put it in a museum because it sunk and then it preserved wonderfully. And then we were like, oh, we'll keep this.
Yeah. Almost got murdered by a wolf.
This game is quite pretty. Like the sunsets and whatnot and the sunrises.
Thank you,
like,
folks. Thank you.
It kind of reminds me of, like, just the way it looks when you look out on the landscape. It reminds me of Firewatch.
Yeah, actually. I've seen pictures of that.
Wait.
Yes, Dr. Ian Malcolm. Again, I got nothing. Perhaps someone else would stand here and start spouting off excuses, but seriously, I got nothing. We were bastards. We were, stuck on an island with an incredibly strategic position. That's the thing. Britain, just historically speaking, is really hard to attack. So yeah, we just built our navy up, and the thing about a navy is that once you've got it, you can go anywhere you want. That's the thing. Your navy can let you force project like crazy. So we did. Yeah. Countries like France or Prussia, they would love to have a huge moat around their entire country. Yeah.
I have a shop front.
Ooh, nice.
Because someone gave one to me. Yay.
I'm bringing back some stuff under the cover of night. Cool. Right, what have I got? Got a bunch of food. I've got a set of shelves that I urgently need to research because we need them for storage.
The shelves? The metal ones or salvaged shelves?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, salvage shelves.
They're not too bad. Like to research, and then they're not too expensive to make actually.
Can you go to the
I've
research
got a
table
few.
and do just that? Cool. Green says the favourite British Empire big dick energy moment was the Opium War. Do you know what surprises me? There's very little covered just in terms of standard English education. Very little covered about the Empire. It's all this sort of distant thing. Oh, there was an empire once, but the specifics we never go into. And not once was the Opium War covered in any... So we've got a whole bunch of stuff to do with the Tudors for some reason. And all this fairly, if you'll forgive me, fairly irrelevant stuff in our secondary school education, or at least when I went through school.
That was a few years ago though, wasn't it?
Yeah, before time was time. But yeah, it surprised me how, like, after the fact, I would read about all of these really quite, like, geostrategic wars that are kind of relevant that we just did not cover. The Opium War with China, both of them, like with China, you'd think that'd be mentioned, considering how much of a big shit show that whole thing was. I guess it's a political thing. It's all like, yes, British history. Let's learn about Henry VIII and his wives. It's like,
that he killed.
does that matter? Really?
That's actually interesting.
But it
you
caused
saying that.
Euroscepticism. Yeah, but does that really matter? Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was thinking that because the only thing I know of Henry VIII is that, like, rhyme.
Yeah, divorced, beheaded, died,
Yeah.
divorced, beheaded, survived.
Yeah.
But all to do with his split with the church and making the Church of England. But the Church of England really doesn't have any real influence here in the UK, any more than, say, probably a bad comparison. I was going to say the Mormons in America, but I think in places they do have some sway, don't they? But like it's a sect of like a religious organisation that doesn't really have any real actual power. So it's weird that there's such this huge emphasis. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's easy to remember that it floats to the top. Henry VIII.
Yeah, and like, also if you're teaching kids as well, you can't teach
Keep it
them
simple,
all
yeah.
Like you'll have some things that are like, okay, well this is really important that you know, and then they'll be like, and this is the fun part. Look, he killed his wives. Ha ha ha! This is a rhyme.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I always find that I remember stuff when it rhymes.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember, or if it's in a song, like
Mhm.
I can remember stuff from like, gosh, when I was like
Yep.
12,
Yep.
I did a paper about Venezuela. I still remember their national anthem.
Yeah.
Like
I've got
word by word.
I've got this one. What was it? Nouns, name, verbs, do, and adjectives are describing words. This stupid little dance that my teacher did back in... It was primary school that we fucking learned that, and it's still in my head. I'm 34. Why is that still in my head at the age of 34? It's fucking... Nouns, name, verbs, do, adjectives are describing words. Fuck's sake.
What's so great is you can hear that you were like happy learning it as
I
well.
know. There's this little dance that you do with it. I'm doing the dance in the chair. Yeah.
Hello, slut.
Nice.
Do you have any
Guten
songs that you
Tag.
remember from being a kid that was stupid?
Songs as a kid that were stupid.
Yeah.
No, I was raised mainly on
Violence.
whatever. I mean, yes. Also, there were 2 people shot where I lived while I was living there.
Did you shoot them?
No, unfortunately not.
No, not on record.
Right.
no,
Of course, the
no,
answer.
no,
Carry on.
But no, I was mainly raised by whatever my grandfather was listening to. So the answer is, or my grandmother. So there's an unfortunate amount of Schlager in my upbringing. Ooh,
Which is
Schlager?
a fan like
German
is
Schlager. Yes.
is that like a northern and German thing?
Oh,
'Cause,
it's
like,
not- it's not a northern
Schlager...
thing,
No,
it's a-
because we have Schlager.
But yeah, it's a German thing, very much.
What
German.
do you mean?
Oh.
No, we have it too. It's not a German thing.
Oh, oh god, Wouldn't be so sure about that one.
Maybe it was a German thing, and then we just took it too.
Possibly.
Yeah. How you doing there, man? You alright?
I'm alive.
Good. It's a good start.
It's about as good as it gets. Yes. I've been my holidays. My holidays were spent not being able to get out of bed and then watching about 150 episodes of Gundam, and that was my entire holidays. And now I'm trying to get back to a normal life.
Fair.
Pretty much what happened.
You playing Rust at all?
I have never really played it. I remember
into
when
it?
there was the first surge of Rust on this TeamSpeak. Like, what was that? Like a year and a half,
Centuries
2
ago.
years
Oh,
ago?
no, long before that.
Longer than that?
Yeah, holy
probably
shit.
3 years at this point plus. Actually,
Yeah, it's like 2014, like we first played.
nah.
Gosh,
That's,
you're
oh
old.
wait, yeah, no, the
Yeah.
first. Yeah, I don't think I was around for the very first.
Yeah,
one.
we
I
weren't
mean,
there for like
joined-
super early, but we were there.
Fucks! I just realized I joined the TeamSpeak in 2015. I've been here for 5 years as well at this
Yeah.
point. I think.
Time
Oh,
flies
God.
when you
Oh,
lose
Jesus
your mental
fuck.
faculties.
Trying. I Wait, when did I? Yeah, I was. No, shit. Wait, when did I join ZF? I think that was 2017. Oh god, that's nearly 4 years ago.
Nerd.
Yeah, fair raccoon, fair.
I just realized I'm 23. I'm clearly getting old.
Just you wait. Just you fucking wait, all of you. To be fair, it's not much change. Like, you feel like you're 20. You feel like you're still in your 20s, but you're tired all the time. And you get really grumpy, and all the young people, and so you start looking at things on the internet, and they're like super famous people. Like, yes, this person has millions of Instagram subscribers. You've never fucking seen them before in your life.
That's already happening to me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
23.
Yeah.
It gets way
22.
worse when you
To be
get to
fair,
34.
I have that moment because I never joined TikTok, and some of those TikTok famous people, like TikTokers, basically, have hundreds of millions of followers, and I'm just like, I've never seen them in my life.
Yeah.
It's like, who are you?
I know some of them, so I'm not that old, I guess.
But worse is that you can still remember old shit that doesn't matter anymore. Like, I can still remember exactly who the presenters of Blue Peter, or like what they look like at least. Maybe not their names.
I'm gonna pretend that I know what that is.
Sorry. British like children's television show.
Ah, okay, right.
That went for many, many decades. But
we just had Hitler documentaries.
of
good
course,
times.
yes, of course.
Did you actually?
Don't say good times.
Did you actually saw it?
There's a, I mean,
The answer's yes.
There's a shitload of them, but no, German children TV is not just Hitler documentaries.
They made us watch fucking Hitler documentaries at school.
So
Just to be like,
what does that
don't do
mean?
this.
Oh, I see. Don't do that. Gotcha.
Yeah. No, it's not like they're like, hey, this was a pretty good guy. You should
Yeah.
look into.
Pretty swell guy. Had some nice ideas.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe he wasn't so bad after all. Let's
Yeah.
look at this.
He did shoot Hitler.
Yep.
He did.
Yeah.
He can't be that bad.
Yeah.
And he had a beautiful German Shepherd. People that love dogs can't be
Yeah,
bad.
can't be
people, right?
bad. God.
What was that dog called?
Blondie.
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 Poor Blondie.
Imagine being Hitler's dog.
Like, the dog's got a brain the size of a ping pong ball. It doesn't fucking know.
Yeah. I just wanted
Can't
to say.
comprehend even half the shit that we can.
But imagine if you could.
I mean, then we would be in a very ethical dilemma considering our general treatment of dogs and.
What do you mean?
If they were
Have you
even
seen
nearly,
Lulu?
if they were even nearly as intelligent as we are, that is a completely different ethical dilemma right there. I just want to tell you people, okay? Because then we talk about dog autonomy, and that's when it gets fucky.
Oh, dog rights and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, hang on a second. I'm just trying to... So I'm trying to sort out some storage in this base without subsequently getting myself locked in the room, which is exactly what happened last time.
It
a
sounds
tendency
like
to do
maybe
that,
you
don't
don't have enough room.
That's what I'm trying to fix.
Aww.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this roof.
You hate the roof?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it, and I don't think it's gonna want to be fixed.
So I've seen this done before. How did somebody... Oh, shit. Is there a way to... Oh, shit. Did they... Damn it, I've just realised. I think people putting shelves in didn't have the walls in before they did it. I suppose I could just get myself killed and just... Is there a way to Is there a way to suicide in the game?
F1 and then
F1.
kill.
Yeah, I'll give that a go. I'll put the
That's
shelves.
certainly one way to do it.
Suicide's not the answer.
Yeah, suicide's not the answer.
Well, depends on what question
What?
we ask. Really? What?
Suicide's not the answer.
What?
Bad, bad.
What?
There we go.
Well, that is just factually not true. Depending on
If
what
we want
answer.
to talk about the ending of World War II, then yes, it was the answer. But
Hang on.
but apart from that, no.
Cool, there we go. Whoop. Ah, put my bits away. So yeah, what's your plan today? What you up to? Anything interesting?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nothing. I still have to write an email to one of the companies I bought some of the Simrig stuff for because my wheel has like 2 faulty buttons. Haven't got myself to do that yet because I was just too fucking lazy for it. Apart from that, I have to talk to my hunting organization because they still have my old address. I realized yesterday while paying the yearly membership fee, and then I also have to call my government, and because I realized that something is fucky with my I need a the fuck is that called in like when you get a handout from the police that basically tells you that you're a good boy.
What?
You have the police
criminal
telling you you're a
record,
good boy?
your criminal record, basically. That one.
What
yes.
do you mean not having a criminal record is telling that you're a good boy?
You get your criminal record printed out. It's
Wow,
like,
you're
there's
such a
nothing on
good
there. You're
boy.
a good boy. I need that again.
Yeah.
I need that again for another reason. And so stuff. Yes, it's wonderful.
Okay.
Great.
Wow, what a good boy.
What a
You
good
didn't
boy.
kill someone.
Yeah, well
I'm
done.
a very good boy. Yes, I'm a very good boy. Because as it turns out, they don't hand weapons to people that are not good boys.
I see.
And I'm a very good boy.
Because you want a weapon.
I'm a very good boy, yes.
God.
I'm the best boy. Can I have the gun now?
Yes, I'm the goodest of boys. Please give gun.
My tiny shop with a wonky roof is now open.
Yay.
Yeah. I don't think you can see it on the map though.
No, you can't hold E on it and...
No, it just opens the door.
Ah, right. So maybe that's only with a shop front. Like a...
That's-
What am I thinking of?
Like the thingy that you were talking about.
Yeah, the shop thing, like an automated shop. I've got this horrible feeling that the box is showing through the wall. Hang on.
Is it maybe the metal shop? Okay, I'll do a metal one and then see if I can make that work.
Who's a good little German? Yes, you are. Yes, it's me. I'm the good little German.
What?
Yeah.
When are we gonna watch Jojo Rabbit?
I hear good things about that.
It's very fun. I've already watched it, but I want to watch it with SWAT.
I hate it when the good guys lose.
God, dude.
SWAT, for fuck's sake.
Fucking hell, SWAT.
It's enough of you today. You need to calm down.
Yeah.
You're meant to be a good boy.
I'm the bestest of boys.
Cool, looks good.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I need a vending machine? Oh.
No, also, you told me I get to decide the next show and we're watching anime.
But I want to...
Yes. We're watching anime first. See, I'm gonna make it, I'm not gonna make it too bad. We're gonna start with Violet Evergarden.
I don't know what that is.
That's the one with the, what I showed you already. From the animation studio that burned down, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch
the one-
Haibane Renmei.
What?
Haibane Renmei. That's the only anime. Well, no, I know a bunch of them, but watch Haibane Renmei. You don't know of it?
No
Yeah,
idea.
it's like 20 years old now. It's awesome.
Oh, wait, was it you that talked about the lady that killed people with her mind?
Yes, that's Elfenlied.
Elfenlied.
Yeah.
Yes.
The ladies with the vectors. Do
really
they have
good.
cat ears, or am I going crazy? I think they've got cat ears and they've got vectors, these invisible arms that can stretch out and grab things.
Yeah. Elfenlied is really good. That was one of my first animes. To be
I
fair.
think. I don't know. I think it started strong and then it kind of went a bit wonky.
Yeah,
It
does-
went
I know
weird.
what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But it has been a while since I've watched it. That might be a nostalgia glasses speaking.
Yeah.
So I would probably have to rewatch it.
I think they. I don't know. It got. Forgive me. It got kind of weird the moment it was like, oh, she's got shot in the head and she's lost her memory, and now she's always like, now she's half cutesy and half murderous, like I don't know what to call them, like those creatures that they have with the vectors. Well, I don't know what the name is. It just went
The
weird.
murder cats.
Horns, not ears, apparently. Sorry, they got horns. They got something on their head. But yeah. That one's got like an opening scene where like a naked girl is walking out of a facility getting shot at by soldiers and she's
And
just
absolutely murdering
ripping them apart.
Murdering. Just like,
Yeah, like properly
limbs
pulling
flying,
them like
blood everywhere.
bugs. Yeah.
yes. Like,
Yeah.
that reminds
Like
me
insects.
of my childhood when I was sitting there in my grandfather's garden and was using a hammer to squish worms. Good times.
What's wrong with
What
you?
is wrong with you? What is wrong with him?
I don't know. I'm finding this out now as well.
What is wrong with him?
You squished bugs?
Is this just being edgy, or did you actually do this?
No. Because my grandfather was like, "Oh, did you know that when you cut like a worm in half, like one half will continue living?" And my 4-year-old mind was like, "We have to test the scientific hypothesis."
God.
And grabbed
I
the
need to
hammer
make
and
so
went-
many worms.
I will make an army of worms.
Oh, Jesus, what?
What? It turned out that yes, if you only squish half of them, the other half will continue. What?
For how long did it continue? Did you keep an eye on it for months afterwards, making sure it didn't die because you squished it in
Yeah,
half?
did you provide rehabilitation?
In between, my attention was shifted to burning ants alive.
No.
What the fuck?
You know, with the whole.
You're
with
like
the
a proper
glasses, with the
psycho!
with the magnifiers, figuring out how light focusing works and how much energy the sun actually has. But then my grandfather was like, no, that takes too long, so he always gave me boiling water to kill all the ants in the garden.
Fuck?
What the fuck?
Soviet, if I go missing, you know who's
Yeah,
done it.
what the fuck?
You gotta step up your game squad.
What do you
Okay, the
mean?
other German is here.
This concerns me now.
What?
I used a lighter and some spray deodorant.
Oh, that's a classic.
What the fuck? Well, when I was a kid and my parents found like a fucking family of bats in a birdhouse, they put them out in the field, and I cried so much that they had to take them back and
I
put them
heard you're
back into
starting
the
an
birdhouse.
invasion.
Hello. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. I was trying to say hello.
This one is not a
You
good
going
boy.
through
I am a
puberty
good
again.
boy. My grandfather sent me because we
Drinking
always
water.
had these little ant hills in the garden, and he didn't want them there, so he gave me boiling water as a kid and went, "Go, have fun." And I was like, "Yes, woo!"
See, I put sugar cubes on anthills to feed them and to see how fast they would eat it.
Well, that's also nice, but I like the boiling water part.
You're an actual psychopath.
He is, holy shit.
I mean, in the end, you just raise more of them so you can burn more of them.
Okay, no, that's the part where it gets really fucky. I didn't do that. We just try to get rid of them.
On the record.
Also, to be fair, we also always had like a little, when you have like a glass with like a tiny bit of marmalade left, and you just leave it out in the open, and then after a summer there are like 30 fucking wasps in there dead. It's great.
Okay, well that I
Fuck
get
wasps.
because wasps are assholes. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I used to work at this restaurant during the summers, and there were so many fucking wasps, and it was outside food as well. So like people would just leave their plates, and we'd have like fucking hundreds of wasps. So we had to do that, except we got a little bowl and put jam in it, and then had a like a cling film wrap or like a plastic wrap by it, so they would get in, and then they would drown in the jam, and that was good.
I see.
The only bugs that are allowed to be killed is wasps. The other ones are good.
Well, wasps help keep insect populations down as well. It's just they sting us. If they didn't sting us, they would be like, hey, it's a wasp. He's cool.
Yeah, if
Just like-
wasps weren't such territorial fucking dickheads, we would have no problems with wasps, right? Like, if they didn't want every single piece of fucking food on your plate every time you're sitting outside, I wouldn't have a problem with those assholes. But they do. So they're my enemy.
They're the enemy.
They're the enemy.
It's not
so
just an
they die.
insect, yeah.
This is what he practiced on the ants for.
Deodorant and a lighter.
Oh dear.
How did you torture harmless insects, Soviet?
No, I didn't.
Oh, boring childhood.
That's lame.
What do you mean? That's lame.
You know,
Oh.
there's actual research into the backgrounds of psychopaths and serial killers, and all of them have history of torturing animals in their
Yes.
childhood.
But that's
Yep.
not necessarily bugs. That's more
No,
baby
it's
birds
like
and like
things
like
that
mice
are
and stuff
more-
like that.
yes.
More
Bugs
animal
is how
animals,
it
if that makes
starts,
sense.
though.
Mammals,
Yeah,
generally
mammals, sorry.
speaking, like other mammals or whatnot, it's like more likely. If you have a kid that's torturing puppies, that's a bad one. Throw that off the cliff.
Yeah.
But like,
Don't help him. Just take him out to the woods and loose him.
Jesus.
him in the woods.
Or do it the Spartan way.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no, I like animals, so I didn't kill bugs when I was a kid. I still don't kill bugs really unless it's mosquitoes.
What about you, Chrissy?
No.
No, just no.
Honestly, though, I don't remember much of my childhood. If I'm gonna be honest.
To be fair, same. Kind of. Like I don't remember a whole lot.
I remember being really sad for the rats on my grandma's property when they put out rat poison.
Well, yeah, that's fair, I guess. To be fair, because house rats, pet rats, are fucking cute, right?
Oh, I would. Oh, if I
But-
didn't have Charlie, I would have gotten a rat, or I would have gotten a snake.
Paltos hates them. He doesn't think there's any difference between the house ones and the vermin.
Eh.
So I really want a burp, but we have 3 cats.
Or a bird. I thought you said burp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
same.
did say burp.
What?
She
I want a
did
burp.
say burp.
A
Yes.
burp.
She
I
wants a
thought you said burp. Like you were going to burp.
Oh. No, I did.
I was like, I really want to burp, but we have 3 cats. And I'm like, okay. Right?
Hey team.
Heyo.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi.
I found I went back in my screenshots to look at what this game looked like when I played the alpha 8 fucking years ago.
Oh wow, you played the
and
alpha?
I'm gonna put them in the chat for you so you can see how far this game has come
Oh
along.
gosh.
Cool.
Damn.
Oh! Oh! What on
Have a look.
Why did you have an army?
Oh my god.
Is this like radioactive bears?
13 as fuck.
Oh, Charlie's sleeping. Gosh, I love him.
Is he asleep on his little
Yeah,
shelf?
he's laying on his side. Oh, I need to take a photo if I can.
Oh,
5:18 a.m.
looks really fucking ugly. Look at that taskbar.
Right?
God.
It's like someone just took the default. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's good enough. It's like it can indicate health. Good.
It's like
There you go.
PlayStation 1 graphics. Fucking hell.
Reminds me more of Stalker, to be honest.
See, I
Charlie,
like how
okay.
people
Yeah.
how people say how often people say that it looks like PlayStation 1 or so, but like if you go back and look how PlayStation 1 games actually look like, they're always more terrible.
In my memory, they're like HD.
Right? Yeah,
Fucking-
but holy shit, like if you actually go back and you look at PlayStation 1 footage, you're like, this is absolute garbage. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Then you go back to Final Fantasy VII and look at all the polygons moving on JPEGs.
You can count, like the arm has like 5 polygons, like you can count them. It's like just triangles.
I bought and loaded up GTA San Andreas yesterday, and
Oh my.
it was both very satisfying, but also, damn those graphics.
Yeah, I'm gonna out myself here. I've never actually played San Andreas.
I think you're too young for that.
Possibly.
Oh shit. Oh, it's Sai. Holy shit. Fucking hell. I heard someone playing a guitar. I was going to go upstairs and shoot him, but it's just Sai. He's stealth logged on with a guitar. He's playing Pirates of the fucking Caribbean on the first floor.
But
How to get DMCA'd.
That's not ominous at all.
Actually, wait. I came upstairs to shoot someone playing a guitar.
but
Hang on. I'm shooting at him.
Swat, look at that.
Oh my god.
He's
Thank you,
sleeping
Haynes.
on his side.
Aww. He's so cute.
And we just turn the game up so Jack can hear him.
Can I recycle pickles?
Dunno.
Let's see. Oh yeah, for other people than just SWAT as well, I posted a picture of Charlie sleeping on his side in the chat.
Oh,
Oh, and this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna share that link around.
so cute.
Boy.
Is he being
By
adorable?
the way, Birdie, my chinchillas used to do that thing as well, where they grabbed the door and
Yeah, and
rattled
just
it.
like let me
One
out.
of mine did that all night long sometimes.
Oh yeah, Charlie does that as well. The only difference is Birdie is fucking asleep and doesn't notice.
No, I
Also
said
was
I was saying
My
that.
parents were the ones that had to suffer, even though the cage was in my room.
Yeah, I was saying that's what I sleep a lot better now because Charlie's quiet. Well, I don't have him in my bedroom, you know.
That guy's like, he is the cutest fucking animal I've ever seen, but Jesus Christ, he is continuously partying from like 10 p.m. onwards.
He's a party animal.
Yeah, clearly.
I can hear, he's not making a sound, but I can hear Cyanide quietly raging at the number of doors that I put into this base. He's having to re-enter the code for every single one.
Why did you put in so many doors?
Why do you think? It's Rust.
I never played Rust.
Oh, sorry.
Every single door is like a barrier
Yep.
another person has to go through before they're able to get all your shit.
So
Oh.
2 C4 per door, so you're really
this is-
punishing them for just trying to get through your base.
So every door has a different code, I take.
No, all the same code.
Because you can't really crack the code, right? Unless you like accidentally leak it on stream or something.
Yeah.
Or you're stupid and you type in like 1111 or something. But like you have to like brute force your way through. But like every door has pretty high structural integrity in the game, so have
Right.
fun. Have fun getting through all of it. Yeah.
Fucking doors!
Cyanide just yelled out "fucking doors" somewhere in the base.
No. I still have the picture of Charlie open. That guy's so cute. Ugh, I want like I'm like I kind of want a chinchilla, but I know that I don't actually want a chinchilla because they're fucking pain in the ass to keep. But they're so fucking cute. The only downside to a chinchilla, the only downside is they are not particularly cuddly animals.
They're not.
No.
Which ones?
Chinchillas. They're not particularly cuddly animals. Charlie is already
Charlie's super
incredibly
social.
Yeah, Charlie is incredibly social by chinchilla standards, and even he won't sit still for like 5 seconds when you hold him.
No. I mean, I think maybe when he gets a bit older, because he's only 3 now. When he gets a bit older, I'm sure he'll like calm down a little bit. And
Thank
be,
you,
like,
Sari. Thank
more,
you very much.
you
Thank
know.
you.
Yeah, okay, I'll sit here, or maybe I'll lay down here, you know. But at the moment, he's just a baby with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's liking his new cage. I got him this little house,
bitch,
which he is not
you wanna
using.
fucking
He's
trumpet
decided
back,
that
bro.
his new home is a shelf, which is just there for him
You want
to
my trumpet?
jump up on. But he prefers that over the house that I bought for you.
Yeah.
Get in TeamSpeak, you cunt.
Classic.
Yeah.
No, I'm practicing
No, it's
for
like
Bandcamp.
a cat who prefers a box over their actual toys.
Yeah.
I bought my pets, my dog and my cats, a dog bed, and they all lie in the box that's standing right next to it. So yeah, it's just how animals work.
It's probably, I still think it's probably because they feel more sheltered in a box than in an open bed. They're the same thing you made like pillow forts as a kid. I think animals just work that way by default.
So if I make him a pillow fort,
Could possibly work, yes. I mean, who doesn't like pillow forts? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If I
But
could,
then-
if I had the space, you know, like a mega-sized couch and everything, like I would build a real one, like it's still like as an adult, or like yes, pillow fort, and then like a giant TV, and then movie nights in a pillow fort. That's 100% sounds cozy as fuck.
Sorry, bear with me a
Is there
second.
reason-
Fuck is he? Fucking. He's got an axe in his bum. Right.
65?
Oh, Bob. Bob helped us.
Yeah, we have 2 mattresses with a slit in the middle, and
Oh,
most
the
of the
German
time.
way.
Really? Is he just standing at the top of the base playing a fucking trumpet? Really? Can I chug at him? Hang on. Hang on. Any rocks? Keep that safe. Get some more charcoal, make some more gunpowder while we're here.
I'm pretty sure that's cyanide, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. That's a beautiful sight to behold, actually.
It's glorious.
But yeah,
Also,
no,
good
And
shots
you
of
still-
you.
see that axe thing?
it's still crazy to me that it is normal. In Germany, it's normal that if you have a bed of that size, you have 2 mattresses instead of 1 big one. So you always have a slit in the middle, and it's annoying as fuck. When I got my 160 bed, I was like, oh yes, it's big and nothing in between. I had a 180 bed at one point, and I did get a full 180 mattress for that. But yeah, I think the biggest normal size you will find in Germany is 180 by 2.
Oh no, I found 2 by 2 meters on.
Oh yeah, but like the
Real.de.
common, like back, I don't know if it's different nowadays, but like usually it would be like the biggest normal size that you'll find, like easily available, would be 2 meter by 1.8, right? And then nowadays you might have like 2 by 2 or bigger, but
What about 2x4?
yeah, I'm gonna slap you with one of those, Funke, at one point. Right over the fucking head.
Is there a particular place where you find
Yo,
sewing
can you
kits?
pull the axe out of
Or
my butt?
Done it! And you deserved it.
Thank you.
Get on TeamSpeak, you antisocial penis. Get on TeamSpeak, you antisocial
Okay.
Fair enough.
F.
Big F. But yeah, I had to. Though one thing I did buy for
Yeah,
my
I
bed
do
at
some
one
drum
point that I
practice.
never.
Be right back.
He's off to do some drum practice, everybody. Yay.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not Matratzenschutz. It's like it's meant to be, you know, part of this experience, basically, how soft it is. Because Birdie was complaining, essentially. Like, she came over here, and she didn't sleep at all. Well, like, at all on my mattress. She was like, in the morning, she looked like death, and she was like, you need to buy a topper. I was like, but why? It's fine. No, you like have to. And like over like 2 or 3 days, she was so done. Like I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna buy one. I got like a memory foam one, and it's actually pretty nice. Because usually I sleep on hard mattresses. I prefer hard I don't use a pillow. I don't really use a blanket, and I sleep on a hard.
Thank you, Linoceros. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, the jail approach. Not really, but yeah. So she didn't like that. Also, yeah, one of my hot takes: pillows are overrated.
It depends on the mattress.
Peltos absolutely hates feather pillows.
Yep.
Cyanide's contribution to the base building, everybody. Just being that annoying flatmate with his drum kit at 3 in the morning.
What are you doing? Womble, what are you doing?
The fucking Cyanide's playing the fucking drums. He's just sitting in the base playing drums.
He's on a creativity spree.
Yeah. I'm fucking building turrets and shit, and he's off playing musical instruments. He's playing a trumpet on the watchtower a minute ago.
I mean, that seems to be kind of representative of this working relationship.
Yeah.
I found a hot air balloon outside my base. Yay.
In his
Can you
defense a
actually
little
fly
bit, though, he doesn't like the base building, he just likes the shooting bit. So he's warming up for the shooting bit, I'm sure.
Fair enough.
What is it low-grade fuel to go with the hot air balloon?
See, I'm not. I don't see the appeal of Rust because it doesn't have waifus.
And Mike, you can't just decide to be one.
Actually, Swat.
Yeah.
Just get a sign and draw a waifu on there, then it has waifus.
Yeah.
Isn't there a mod that just makes every character a waifu?
I'll do it right now.
I'm sure there is.
Right, let's find a picture. Which waifu spot?
Ganyu.
What waifu? Well, I mean, Ganyu is
How do I spell that?
Gany. Ganyu. Or you could also call her Chocobo. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Also you can call that dummy to the point where you choke.
Honestly, the best character backstory. 100%. She is so thick that she choked a monster to death during the Archon War when it was trying to eat her. That's 10 out of 10 backstory. Let's be
Really?
honest. Yes, one of the she's super conscious about her waistline because during the big Archon War, a monster was trying to eat her whole and it got stuck in his throat and killed it.
That's amazing. What's the character? From that anime thing?
Yeah, Genshin Impact, the game, and then Ganyu. That's the newest one that just came out. Yeah.
There are thicker characters in that, though.
Well,
I was gonna
No,
say
the
she doesn't.
character model. No, the character
that.
because the character models are very similar. They don't have a million character models for each individual because of the way they're rigging them and animating and shit. It would be unfeasible to have a completely different character model for every character. But the backstory is basically she be thick boy. At least a wide waistline.
meat on those bones.
I'm trying so hard to draw this in Rust. This is impossible. Oh yeah, she has horns, doesn't she?
Oh, what?
She does. She does have nerves.
Oh yeah, it's not horns.
You know which video
Oops.
I'm waiting for, Swat?
Which one?
White Coco walking, but she's always on screen.
Honka. No one understands the goddamn meme references. Anime memes, goddammit.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good evening.
Oh.
But Funka, I swear to God, you can't be your sleep schedule's not that.
Thank you, Sigismund. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Was the snow? If it is snowing where you are.
It is
Not really
currently
staying.
snowing, but it was snowing for quite a while.
Yeah, I just fucking woke up to a blanket of white this morning.
We have
Still
mainly snow, rain, and in the night it's cold enough for it to freeze. So trying not to essentially break your neck while walking outside.
I know that feeling. Not the breaking the neck.
Kind of
Obviously.
unfortunate.
We have the tiniest bit of white on the lawn across my window, but other than that, there's literally nothing here.
Oh, we have proper snow.
My window is dirty enough to make it look like it's snowing, but
Yeah. Worst thing about second floor windows, very hard to clean from the outside.
Thank you, Tenazil. Thank
I
you
live
very
on the
much.
third floor.
And thank you, Sigismund, Linoceros, and Jaffa Kek. Thank you sincerely, folks.
Windows open inward. I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
Wait, aren't you French, Chrissy?
No, I'm German.
Oh.
I just lived in France with Countess for 2.5 years.
Oh, right. Okay. I always thought you were French because we never talked.
Oui, je suis,
The French
je
never
suis
talk.
française.
Well, no. I just see the team speak French. It's like, oh, right. Okay, she was French. Well, that's German. You know what I mean.
Fair enough. You know,
But
casual French taking a vacation and Germans taking a vacation in France. Casual happens every now and again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Paris
just now.
is lovely during this time of the year on tank tracks.
How's Russia though, mate?
We
how's
don't,
Moscow?
we don't talk about Russia. We wait at least until March, and then it's like fucking mud everywhere. But we don't talk about that.
I'd love to visit my grandparents right now. Minus 30 degrees Celsius and like half a meter of fresh snow every day.
Minus 30 degrees Celsius. Yikes.
Yes.
When you go out and your limbs are just freezing off.
That's my jam though.
Have you ever had a piss sickle?
Yeah, I'd rather deal with positive
Nope.
35 degrees than negative 30.
Oh no, actually, I think I would prefer the negative 30 degrees over positive 30s, but
Yes.
it really depends if your heating's working or not.
So,
Once, one winter, it was so cold that our heating got fucked up because we had like old fuses and whatnot in our old house. And so it was like negative 25, and I sat inside with a fucking winter jacket because it just started getting colder and colder in the house. That was great.
I'm really glad that we moved into this apartment in March because the tenant that was in here beforehand was apparently a drug addict that just vanished off the face of the earth and left this place in shambles.
Probably
And-
OD'd someone is dead in a ditch, but yeah, okay.
It got so bad that he left the kitchen window open all the time, even in winter, and he didn't pay his heating bills, so they cut off his gas. So
right.
all of the heating, like water and stuff, all of those pipes froze,
wow.
which was a lot of shit to like take care of for the other
Yeah.
tenants and my landlord.
No, that sucks.
Pretty bad.
But
Yeah.
look at
I did that, Neo. I did that.
She
I'm
has
adding the
blue hair.
waifus. No, she has like purple hair in this picture. I'm
All
adding
the
blue
pictures
highlight.
I saw had blue hair.
Yeah, but it's like a bluish purple. It's not a super blue.
Is it snowing down in Brighton, Soviet?
No, just miserable
Oh.
and wet.
Yeah, sounds like the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Snow's a nice change of pace, I'm not gonna lie. Bit of a cold change of pace, but a change of pace nonetheless.
What, are
How
you gonna
was your
play
last
Rust now?
night?
Am I gonna play Rust now because there's a waifu?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll admit it has made it more likely, but I'm still not sure.
But I'm working really hard on this.
You do you. But yeah, it's
No,
enjoyable.
I'm personally so done with survival crafting, base building, shooty games in early access that are like I'm so fucking tired of them.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like every game, early
Not
access,
still in
survival
early access.
crafting, shooting, base building.
But don't you understand? The important thing to remember is that they're cheap to make,
Yeah,
which is why there's so many of them.
pretty much how that works.
They're easy to make, they're cheap to make, licensed engines, store-bought assets,
Yeah.
which is why we see so many of them. And that's what's important, Swat.
It
Not,
is
you know,
honestly really-
attention to
Oh,
detail
actually-
and quality and...
Yeah, no, it's like there are a few of them that bring in their own spin, right? Where they bring in their own like character or ideas, where you see that they're trying to at least change the formula up a bit or try to make it more exciting in one way or another. But so many of these are literally just asset flips.
Yeah,
or
just
close to
Daisy
it.
clones.
It's so bad. Really annoying, actually, because I have a very my opinion on early access, right, as a concept is very split. Because on the one hand, I think if executed correctly, early access is a great opportunity to help bring games to life that otherwise just, wouldn't have the funding to be released and continued up until the finished state. Well, however, we have seen now that the reality of things looks entirely different. With so many unfinished games that never leave early access in the first place, and obviously games that change so drastically during early access that, Great. Now you've completely changed it, and that's not what I paid for, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying really hard to draw this anime character.
It looks really good for it being in Rust.
This is some dedication, okay?
Sorry, I just love the radio show.
What is he doing now?
He's fucking playing Rick Astley on the trumpet, Never Gonna Give You Up. I've lost my axe as well. I threw it at him and I just stuck it in a plank of wood that I can't reach. Hang on. Gonna break my own legs doing this, aren't I? Hang on, grab it. Oh! Help! Help! Help!
Well, Funker's having a good time.
Shut up, Swap.
Oh,
that's a
really?
very nice
Really?
chat. Appreciate it.
Right, instead of picking me up, size teabagging me. Don't you dare start.
See, I don't know when something funny is happening because.
Help me! What a bastard! What a bastard! Motherfucker. Oh, what a wanker. What a wanker. Ugh. I hate that man. I hate that man so much. Fucking... Where is he? God damn it. No, did he steal my shit? He stole my clothes. For real? Hang on. What's he nicking? He's nicking shit off me. Oh no, wait, did it just go in? Hang on. Did he pinch stuff off me? Was I wearing a shirt? What a knobhead. Right, yeah.
it seems like Womble did not have a good experience just now with
Nope.
I fell down, and rather than help me, son, I just played Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up, over my body. Like a bastard.
Irony.
Oh, nice. Wonderful.
And I have finished my anime masterpiece.
Absolutely wonderful.
Who keeps leaving all these fucking doors open?
This game is really not made for proper painting, but
Really?
but you know.
Surprise.
I try to make a little setup, but I realize there's nothing to make it look like a computer that I can put on the table.
So,
So
my voice is phoning. Speaking to the chat, these are shotgun traps, so when someone enters, will be triggered and shoot at the intruders. Yes?
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, look what I'm doing.
Can I play one
Look
last
what I'm
song?
doing.
What the fuck is that?
So, yeah, it's a trap. So, we'll put in turrets and other shit, but if somebody stumbles into this room, then it will, well, shotgun them in the face.
That is exceptionally good.
Yeah, so along with the
Wait, what
doors and the
songs?
walls,
And then I'm done.
along with the doors, you just have traps that slow them down or wound them as they try to advance.
Good, good. Very nice.
'Cause
Very nice.
while
You're
we're under
working very
attack,
hard. That's
the-
good to see.
Yeah, there'll be lots of explosions and smoke and shit, and we'll be fighting as well. We'll be trying to stop them. But, you know, they'll stumble into this room and be like, yeah, let's go. Then one of them, the first guy in, gets his head blown off.
Good, 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 good. Very nice. Very. You're working very hard.
Do I say the rep?
Soviet national, well, not Soviet national anthem, Russian national.
Don't they
anthem
only fire
to,
once?
speed up and make you work faster.
The ones that I encountered, you could, help. Or, not.
Helping, comrade. Does this glorious song not make you want to work harder? And I'm done.
Come in, get in TeamSpeak, man.
Yeah, but
Not
but
as
for me,
hard, yeah.
for my work, it also had a point somewhat because I'm doing British industry and Brexit at the example of British automotive industry, and since they actually got a deal now, it actually makes sense to report about it because otherwise I could have just reported about, oh yeah, this could go wrong, this, and now I actually have something that I can report about. So yay!
Nice.
A friend of mine actually wrote her bachelor or master's on Brexit and the way it affects content creators and artists.
Oh, nice.
I think she interviewed Cyanide for it.
Ooh.
That's that's a great source right there.
Yeah, I got interviewed actually as well.
Oh yeah, you
Was
did
it the
that
same
as well,
friend?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Hannah.
Ah, hope it goes
That
well.
is my friend. Yeah, she passed.
Oh, cool, sweet. That's really good to hear.
Yeah, and she I think she has a job now as well, so she's doing quite well.
Good.
Noise.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, that movie was good.
Oh, Fifth Element? You saw Fifth Element?
Yeah,
Hey!
that movie was really good.
Brilliant.
Oh.
So yeah.
Harry joined the room. The collective IQ just went down.
Oh, be nice to Harry.
I dropped the average to
nice
50. But no, oh my god.
Yeah, Lilu Dallas multipass.
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 Multipass. Oh my god. And then there's like, well, it's basically a summary about like it. First, dude, they do a great job at showing how the world would be if we continued growing on what we already had. Blah 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 blah. And then they also showed like. There's like, oh my god, there are so many like life lessons in the movie on top of the fact that Bruce Willis then boned Lilu.
That's a life lesson as well, is it?
Well, he was getting a tan while having sex. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But there's like, okay, so. Am I doing a recap or am I just?
Yeah, we're here if you want.
Okay.
Tell us about Fifth Element.
Make me leader while Harry's.
Here we go.
I've actually not seen the movie. Give it your best, Harry. I wanna hear what the movie is about.
Okay, so first they do a flashback to the past. And this isn't like Back to the Future past. This is just them. This is just them like saying, okay, 300 years ago or whatever. And so they're in the desert. And you see this kid ride up with or walk up with a water, and he's like watching these archaeologists doing stuff inside of like a cave. I think it's in Egypt, and so they're like looking at the cage, and like the archaeologist keeps telling this kid to shine the light properly. He's just yelling at him because the kid keeps falling asleep. So they're like looking at the stuff, and he's like figuring out like the key to the universe or whatever, and he's like, oh my god, I'm almost there. The dude's like, he's like, oh my god, I'm almost there. And while he's doing it, the monk, there's like this monk priest guy, and he's like, oh god, they're too close, I need to kill them. So he cyanides the water or poisons the water. And like, so he's handing him the water. He's like, oh, good job, guys, you guys have been doing a good job, let's have a toast to this or whatever. And the Italian guy's like, yeah, let's toast to this, hell yeah. And then he's like about to drink it, and then he starts thinking again, and he's like, oh, blah blah blah, says something smart, and he's like, oh, we don't want water, we want some good stuff. And then he tells his assistant, who I guess is like a sketch drawing guy, to go get the good liquor or good wine or whatever. He's like, oh, now you're talking. So they go get the good wine or whatever.
This is way more detailed than the previous recaps. We're gonna sit here for like an hour.
Yeah, scene one, everybody.
What's providing stream content for you unentertaining people?
So there's, but then like, so they get he goes to get the wine. Then it gets really really dark, and he shouts, "Z's lights!" and then the lights get really bright. And says, please, thank you. But it's not the sunlight. It's an alien ship. So the alien ship comes down, and they're like, the monk's like, oh shit, they're here, my people. And so he goes to the aliens come in. They're like, there's no time. The key's not safe on Earth anymore. We got to take it. So they're talking.
Thank you,
and
Just
the monk's
Cam.
like, no,
Thank
we
you.
got this. And he's like, the next time we come back, we'll bring the key. And the monk's like, okay, I'll keep passing down the knowledge or whatever. So the guy who went to go get the alcohol turns to see these aliens. He's like, holy fuck, what the hell? He's also sketched them, but he grabs a pistol. He's like, stop! I got a gun! And then like falls over and shoots the alien, and then the doors close for some reason. I don't know why the doors close when that happens. And then like the dude like points his finger out, and at the end of the finger is a little key thingy, and then the guy takes the little key thingy with him. So fast forward 300 years. Now everything's super futuristic, flying cars and shit. Bruce Willis is in an apartment and he's like chilling, vibing, but he used to be a super soldier that could fly anything, blah blah blah. Now he's just a taxi cab driver with 5 points left on his license, and he's got to help, like he's got to drive and shit. So he's just driving or whatever, and now you cut back. The aliens are coming back, and well, there's like this whole. So the president's like, can we? Oh, there's this big gigantic ball of flaming stuff.
Yes.
And
evil.
There's evil, just pure, unadulterated, unfiltered evil. And there's a spaceship guy, and he's like, I like shooting first and ask questions later. So he shoots all of his weapons and explosives into the ball of the thing, and then the ball expands like 20% or whatever. And so they're like, oh, that was kind of stupid. And then he gets engulfed by the ball, and then the president's like, oh shit, we probably shouldn't have done that. Fuck, what do we do now? And then so now since it's 300 later, it's a different monk. They've been, passing the knowledge along, like really good people. So the new monk's like, oh, maybe it's something that can't be explained by science. What if it's just pure evil or whatever? And then the president says, you have 20 seconds. And so the monk starts to talk, but his guy stands up, his disciple stands up, and the monk like looks at him for uses 10 of his seconds to tell the other monk to sit down, and then continues to explain what's going on. The president goes, I'm intrigued. Or no, he says to the captain who's about to shoot the missiles, hey, I have doubts, don't shoot him. He's like, I don't. Shoots like 5 million missiles, explodes, blah blah. And then he's like, oh god, okay, so what do we do now? And he's like, look, we're gonna have these alien guys about to get into our solar system. Just let them through. They'll help us. They have the key to everything we need. Don't worry. He's like, okay, dope. And like on
President, okay, dope.
He goes like, on point though. On point. He's like, oh shit, the aliens are about to. Do you want these aliens to come through our space guard or whatever? And the president goes, let them through. And so the aliens get through. You see them. They're like driving a super big ship or whatever. And at the same time, these really ugly. We're just gonna call them orcs. They look like orcs.
Okay.
They're in the space orcs. They're in their little 2 space cruisers, and they get behind the gigantic spaceship and like start shooting it, pew 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 pew, shooting at its engines and shit.
Thank you, Fabian.
And you're like, oh no, they're about to crash. And so the ship starts plummeting down to Earth, and it just explodes into a million pieces. And they're like, oh god. The president asked if there are any survivors, and the thing said just one. And when they bring the survivor, all you see is like an arm gauntlet, and you're like, just one? How this isn't even how do you call this a survivor? And the scientist goes, just listen, okay? The DNA is so perfect, lack of a better term, perfect. Like, just listen to me. We're gonna reconstruct this person.
Shit.
It's gonna be all good. Don't worry about it. One second. Water.
Are you breathing?
Hang on a second.
I like to think that this is how they pitched the move.
How did he do that? How the fuck did you do that? Sai? How did he do that? He made the... Oh, shit! Holy crap! How is he making the turret fire at me? That's kind of cool. I've never seen one of those fire.
Okay, so Wait, reconstruction Lilu. We don't know her name's Lilu yet, but they're reconstructing Lilu or whatever in the little tube thingy that like makes skins and organs and all this shit, and they're like slicing brains together to make her brain and stuff. It's really cool. The scene's like cool. So then they give her skin, and then they're like ultraviolet rays to give her skin or whatever, and then she comes out and she's like naked, and then they give her thermal bandaging or whatever, and she's like she like wakes up and is like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Where the fuck am I? And so there's this old general dude.
Okay
I don't know the dude's name, but there's this old general dude that walks up and he's like, you're gonna have to use your other four other senses or your communication skills if you want out. And like then he dangles a little key card in front of her, and she's like taking it all in or whatever, and she's like looks at him and like give him this weird face. I don't know how to explain the face, but when like the eyes connect, and then just like, and she goes like punches he first asks, is the glass unbreakable? And the scientist says, yeah, sure, it's unbreakable, don't worry. Goes over, she punches the glass, boom, knocks the dudes out, takes the key card, opens up the thing. Now she's like escaped, and she looks like a scared little cat, like behind the little thing, like, oh, don't hurt me, guys, I don't know what's going on, I just want to be here, don't hurt me. And they bring out like all the guns and stuff, so she's like, I'm kind of out of here, I'll see you guys. She dives through this like foiling or whatever, and the scientist just goes, perfect. And so then, and like that's because he's like admiring how amazing she is.
Well, at least my traps work.
In the air ducts or whatever, like running away from the police. The police still pointing their guns at her like an idiot. Police say, if you can understand me, come back this way. She's like, fuck you guys, I don't give a fuck, I'm walking this way. Keeps walking outside the building. She's on like this gigantic high rise, right? And so like she's like looking up and down. She's like, oh my god, there's so many things in here. What the fuck's going on? Holy fuck. And then like a police car kind of drops down and says, oh, put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. You need to just calm down. You need to not do anything. We're gonna and they couldn't get any ID on her, so they're like, what the fuck do we do? So like she's like, fuck that, and so she jumps. She jumps, and you're like, oh god, she jumps, and she jumps, and she lands in Bruce Willis's taxi cab, and Bruce Willis is just vibing, like just chilling, and then out of nowhere, right in the back seat, you just see this thing plop, and he's like, he looks around, he's like, oh shit, and then the taxi cab goes like, you have just gotten into an accident. You are down to, and Bruce was like, 1 point, I know, what the fuck. And he's like trying to make maneuvers and shit, makes the maneuvers, doesn't get in another accident, stops, turns around and looks and is like, oh, she's kind of hot. What? Are you okay? Are you dead? And she gets up and says some alien stuff. She's like, I don't speak alien, I'm sorry. At the same time, cops come around. Cops are like pointing their guns and shit, or not pointing their guns, pointing the lights and saying, excuse me, taxi cab, you have an unidentified person, blah blah blah, give him to us and you can go. And
okay. Quick question, Harry.
Yeah.
How far into the movie are we now?
8 minutes.
Like 45 minutes out of 2 hours. We're making good pace. The first 2 minutes are kind of okay, but so Lilu's like in the taxi cab. She and Bruce Willis is like, look, I'm gonna kind of give you the police because I want my last point on my license, because like I need that to get back to the cab. And Finger's gonna kind of get pissed at me when he hears about the taxi cab or whatever. And Bruce like, okay, he opens up the door. The police like run this chain across into his door to help get Lilu across, and like at the last second, Bruce Willis is like, fuck it, and then just guns it. Chase scene ensues. Bruce Willis is like driving around. They're like in this like sky city with a bunch of cars and shit, and like Bruce Willis is driving, trying to maneuver and shit. Police officers chasing him. He's like, oh, the only way we get away from this. He's like, oh, good news. After a minute, they stopped chasing you, and then after a minute, they kept chasing him. He's like, fuck. He's like, shit, fuck, maybe 2 minutes. So then he dives all the way down into this thing called the fog. But in reality, in like our future, that's smog. That's definitely smog. That's not called fog.
Yeah.
So and so he dives down, he goes down, and he gets in there, and he hides for like 30 minutes. And while he's diving down, Lilu's in the back without her seatbelt on, and she's probably like literally got a million concussions from all the turns and maneuvers and shit Bruce was doing. And so Bruce is like, hey, yeah, we're just gonna chill here. Is that okay? And he looks back and she's like passed out. And he's like, oh fuck, what'd I do? And then she says like a name, and he's like, what the fuck, what's that name? And then he looks up the name, and it's this priest dude, and he's like, fuck, I gotta take her to him, I guess. So he's like carrying her and knocks on the door, and the priest is like, what's up? And Bruce Willis says, hey, hey, what's up? And then the priest says, I'm not doing fucking marriages right now. Go the fuck away. And Bruce is like, oh, I'm not marrying this chick. She apparently knows who you are. And the priest says, wait a minute. Let me see her. And then there's like looks for a tattoo and sees a tattoo on her, and then he faints. And he's like, oh, the fifth element. And then like passes out. And so, yeah, so he passes out.
You're recounting the entire movie scene by scene. You realize?
It was better at this.
Yeah.
It's really good. It was a really good movie. Because like so Bruce is now standing next to Lilu, who's passed out, and the priest is now grabbing something, and Bruce is like, this is a good time to kiss her. This is definitely a great time to kiss her. She's passed out.
It's a really dodgy scene, isn't it?
Yeah, super dodgy. So like he goes in. It's like the Snow White and the seven. No, not is it the whoever gets poisoned. Whoever gets poisoned.
Yeah, Snow White.
So he goes in to like lay down the seal, and then doesn't get to kiss her. He stops right before, and she has a gun to his head.
Pull his own pistol.
Yeah, and Bruce is like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Can I have my gun back? And she's saying stuff in her alien language. It's probably like, oh, it turns out to be never in a million years or something like that.
Never without my permission, yeah.
Or never without my permission, exactly. And Bruce is like, shit, it was probably a bad time. He gets kicked out. He goes back to his house. He gets a message from the general, his best buddy. He's like, hey, I've got a job for you, bud. Do you want to go save the world? And he's like, well, I just lost my job as a taxi driver because of there's big enemy guy, big enemy.
Bada boom.
Big bad guy. Oh, bada boom, bada boom.
Bada boom, big bada boom.
Big bada boom. But no, there's a big enemy, and he works for Zorg Corp, and he's an asshole. And so there's this scene where you're walking behind him, and they're like, the guy comes up, sir, we need to fire 500,000 people. I'm thinking from one of the small companies, the taxi cab. And he says, fire 1 million of them. And the guy looks at him like, we don't have to do that though. And he says, and then he stares at him and he's like, okay, fine, fuck, I'll do it. So they fire 1 million people, one of them Bruce Willis. So he gets fired. The Zorg guy, turns out he's going after shit too. I don't know if you know at this time. Yeah, he went for the stones. So the Orc guys bring back this box for the Zorg guy. So the Zorg guy opens up the box and he's like, look, and the way the movie does it, the cutscenes are so fucking funny for this. So like, he opens up the box and he's like laughing maniacally, and you think he has the stones and whatever. And
Lilu, yeah.
And Lilu goes, I can't remember what Lilu says, but they cut to Lilu's face and it's really funny. And then it cuts back and he's like laughing maniacally. He's like, it's not in here. And then he's like freaking out. He's like at the Orcs like, I'm not gonna pay you for not having this shit. And the Orc said, look, we just did a dangerous fucking job. Thanks for this awesome. He's like showing off this high-tech gun that shoots everything. Like it also like has bullets to trace stuff.
The ZF-1.
The ZF-1, yeah, exactly. And like also, and then so he's like, fine, we'll give you a crate or whatever for your services. And then they press this red button on the gun and it explodes them. And the Zorg guy's laughing like, ha, I got you guys, you fuckers. But then, so cut back to Bruce Willis and Lilu. Bruce Willis, he's back at home and he's just won a trip to the equivalent to Hawaii in the world. What was it called?
Floston Paradise.
Floston Paradise, and he gets to do it with this radio star that turns out to be Chris Tucker, Ruby Rod, who is apparently really good at fellatio from the airplane ride. But so like he's like, I don't want to fucking do this trip or whatever. And then the army people are in his apartment with him. He's like, he has to hide the army people. He's like, hide this girl, I really like her, just do this for me. And then so he hides the army people, and Lilu comes in with the monk or whatever, and then they try to steal his like pass or whatever, and Bruce is like, you know what, like he's talking to the monk. The monk like smacks him over the head or whatever. There's like a whole like scene other than this, but the monk like smacks him over the head, takes the pass or whatever, and gets out of there. Water. 1 second.
You can't just drink
Why
without
did you
telling
ask me
us.
to come to TeamSpeak?
So Harry started one of his plot recounts. He's going full scene by scene though, compared to the other ones.
And so
Soviet. Did you ask Sai to come before Harry started with the movie?
Yeah,
or after?
Yeah.
but so Bruce Bruce and Lilu now, or no, Bruce is like, fuck, I gotta get to the airport before they fucking steal my flight from me. And so like the monk, like the skinny monk has to like go up to with Lilu, and they're like at the airport, and she keeps, Lilu keeps saying multipass. And Bruce comes up and sees that the younger monk's trying to act like him, and he's like, yeah, don't worry about him. I needed him to save my line, or save my place in line, so he can go now. Kicks him out. So now Bruce and Lilu are on the flight, about to go to Floston Paradise, and they're on their way to Floston Paradise. A couple other things. Zorgs try, the alien, the orcs try to become him. It doesn't work out. They have to go to Plan B. And then also the Zorg company tried to be him as well. Didn't work out. The lackey that failed gets blown up by Zorg. It was a big explosion. It was crazy. And so. So the flight goes off without a hitch. Ruby Rod's there. He's like, yo, what's good? How you doing? Does this like little, he does like this whole thingy, and then
Super
like
green?
asks, super green. It's emeralds. And so they're talking. He's doing like the whole show, and then he like goes up to Bruce Willis to ask a question. Bruce is giving him one-word answers, and you can see it in his face. He's like, motherfucker, I need this to be green. And so it doesn't work out. So he's like, the next show from 5 to 7, you better be on fucking fire. And he's like, okay, bet, cool. I'm not here for that shit. And like chokes out Chris Tucker. And he's like, I'll see you later. And Chris Tucker's like, oh fuck, that's crazy. And so so Bruce gets back into the ship. They fall asleep or whatever, with like a sleep-inducing thing. Like Bruce didn't really want to go to sleep, but he fell asleep. He wakes up. Lilu's not next to him. He's like, oh fuck, where'd Lilu go? And so they get on the they get to the hotel, and there's a lot of moving pieces here. So Bruce Willis gets to his hotel. He picks up the phone. His mom's yapping at him, telling him he's an asshole son. Should have never had it. Never birthed him out or whatever.
Yeah.
While he's having that phone call with his mom, the orcs are placing themselves in the fucking Floston Paradise. There's a really tall blue chick that's in there that sees Lulu from across the room and says, "Oh, it's perfect. Let's get her the
Blue
stones."
chick? Now I'm interested.
Yeah. Super blue, super hot. Her voice
opera
is
singer.
sexy. Yeah. It literally stares in Bruce Willis's eyes at one point, and you're just like, "Oh my God, are they gonna have sex?" But they fucking they're setting up like everything. The orcs are like trying to figure out, so how are we gonna get these fucking stones? Where the fuck are they at? They ransack the blue chick's place while Bruce Willis is they're sitting down for the opera. Bruce Willis is sitting. They're ransacking her place. Lilu is there, and while the opera song's going on, Lilu's kicking ass. She's like bah bah bah, kicking people, snapping necks, shit. But unfortunately, after she has now taken out everyone inside the suite of the opera singer, she is now being attacked by the Zorg guy with the fucking ZF-1. He's like shooting up the fucking vents and shit, and like hurting Lilu, and Lilu's like scared and stuff. And then at the same time, the orcs are trying to take over the Floston Paradise. They start shooting people. They get on the railgun, shoot the opera singer, and this is when it gets all fucking crazy. The Bruce Willis is like, oh fuck, what the hell happened? He pulls the opera singer off the ground. The opera singer starts talking to him and says, Bruce, you need to stay by Lilu's side or whatever. She loves you, you love her. It's a magical ending. Don't leave her. And Bruce is like, oh shit, you're probably right. I do love her.
I don't think that's the dialogue.
No, not one for one.
They don't want to talk about the stones that are going to save humanity.
Bruce then asks, I do love her, but where are the stones? And the chick goes, inside me. And Bruce is like, what
I don't think she says that.
What do you mean? Well, it does, within me or whatever, something like that. So Bruce then goes.
I think she does, doesn't she? I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bullet hole in her, and Bruce goes in and grabs all the stones out.
Yeah,
and he's like,
implanted them in her body.
Yeah, because she's that paranoid, and for good reason. Look at these orc guys just shooting up the place for no fucking reason. She's paranoid. She got in there. So Bruce pulls it out of her stomach, and at this point, Ruby Rod's like, right behind you! And Bruce, the orc guy goes, get on the ground or whatever, and Bruce does this thing where he steals the gun and then throws him on the ground and then says, Ruby, hold the gun. And Ruby's like shaking at the same time, like yeah. And he's like, and he's like, hold it right here, and I'll put your hand right here, and leave your finger right there on the trigger. If he moves, and then Ruby's like, what if he does? What should I do? He's like, if you move, shoot him. Like fuck. So he goes through that whole thing, and then Bruce says, Ruby, and startles Ruby, and he shoots the orc right in the head, and he's like, oh. I can't remember what he said, but it was something funny right after.
Is it gonna be okay?
Is it gonna be okay? and Bruce is like, probably not. Fucking takes Ruby with him. They're like dodging shit. There's orcs everywhere. And he's like shooting at people. Pew, 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 pew. And he's like, okay, I gotta go find my Lilu. I gotta go find my Lilu. Where's my Lilu at? And while he's doing this, at the same time, he's like shooting the orc people. There's a lot of orc people, like more than 20. And so he takes out like 4 or 5. He's running around. There's a fucking where are they at? They're like they're holding everyone hostage, and Bruce Willis comes up, and there's a scared security officer. I'm assuming a security officer. And he's like, are you in charge here? And he said, yep. And he's like, how many are there? And the dude's shell shocked and can't answer. And Bruce is like, do you mind if I have a look? And Bruce literally like does this thing where he looks for like a quick second, comes back, no shots fired. And he's like, 7 on the right, 5 on the left. And then he like peeks out again, pop, 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 3 on the right, 2 on the left. And then does it again, kills 5 more. And he's like, at this point he's got the stones. Oh, no. There's still 3 or 5 on the left, 3 on the left, 2, and there's and then he's like, we need to find out who the leader is. The orcs won't fight without the leader.
Mangalores don't fight without their leader.
Yeah. And so you hear no more shooting, or we'll start shooting hostages or whatever. And Bruce goes, that's the leader. And he says, all right, I'm coming out to negotiate. Don't shoot. He turns the corner real fast. Pulls out his pistol real quick, shoots the orc the Mangalore in the head, and everyone else stops fighting. He's like, great negotiation. Takes the priest with him because he needs the priest. Now the priest and Bruce are together, and they're looking for Lilu. They find Lilu in the vents. Her hands like hanging out like she's almost dead. Oh my god, don't die, Lilu. And at the same time, the Zor guy has planted a bomb, and so Ruby looks at the door. He's like, but what is this number counting down? And the priest goes, I think that's a, and like he's like, and then Ruby goes, don't you say bomb. If you say bomb, there's bomb detectors on this. We would have heard a siren go off. And then the siren starts going off saying, level A warning.
I love that scene.
level A warning. At the blah blah blah, you have 5 minutes to evacuate. Everyone's getting scared as fuck. They're running for the escape pods or whatever. And at the same time, the Zor guy has taken a box, and he thinks he has the stones, and he opens up the box, and he's laughing maniacally again. He's like, I don't have it. And so he's like, fuck, I gotta go back now to the fucking
to
ship.
The future. It's crossover.
Exactly. He goes back to the ship, and is super awesome. He has a really sick ship. He comes back. The security guys, you don't have permission to land here. He comes out, shoots them all. He's like, now I do or whatever, bitch. And he walks back to, at the same time, Bruce Willis and all of them, there's a group, the priest, Bruce Willis, Lilu, and Ruby are all running away, right? And are all running away, and he's going back to where they were. So they completely miss each other. He goes back up, and they go down to the hangar, and they see his ship, and they're like, oh, fuck, free ship, let's go. So they all hop on his ship. At the same time, the Zor guy's up at the thing, and he's about to disarm his own bomb when there's 5 seconds left, and he has to drop this, like, little card thingy in. He drops it in. It stops the bomb. He's like, oh, thank God, I don't have to die today. And he's like, where the fucking stones at? I gotta find these. And at the same time, there's a dying Mangalore on the floor. Looks at him, says, I think he says for the call. Fuck, what does he say? He says something about honor and shit, and then starts up his own bomb. He starts up his own bomb with a 5-second counter now, and it explodes, kills the Zor guy. The whole ship explodes, but at the same same time, Bruce Willis and them have all escaped. They've got to go back to Earth now. They get a phone call from the president. Hey, the fire orb thingy's now coming at us at an unprecedented speed. You have 2 hours. And Bruce says, okay, I'll call you back in 2 hours. Hangs up the phone, says to the priest, what the fuck do we do now? And he says, okay, we got to go to this place. So they go to the sand temple or whatever, and in the middle of this, so there's 4 pillars and shit, and they've got 4 things, 4 elements, and so they're at the thingy, they're at the crossroads, the 5th element's in the middle, which is Lilu. They lay her down, and she had just discovered what war is, and so her eyes are like, she starts crying and is super emotional, and I feel bad for her because she's like, oh my god, humans are assholes. And I was like, yeah, I agree, humans suck. But like she's like lying there sad, and they got the pillars set up, but the pillars aren't working. They're like, what the fuck's going on?
She has to want to save humanity.
Exactly. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to at this point. She's seen all these bad things. They've also got to get the elements ready, so they have to get like earth, fire, wind, or whatever. And Bruce Willis has 1 match, so they can get fire, and they have to press it down. They get all the elements working, but she's not ready. And Bruce goes up to her, "What's wrong, baby?" And she's like, "I can't do it. You guys are horrible people. I can't do it unless you love me and want to protect me or whatever." And Bruce says,
"Yeah,
wait,
she can't find a reason to save humanity because she's never felt love."
Exactly. She has no idea what love is, and then Bruce is like, "Baby, I love you," and then starts making out with her, or hugging her, one of the two. And at the
same thing, really.
A friendly hug.
Yeah. At the same time, all of those elements that have been activated, they all like do this little thing, like they collect together, and then they shoot inside of Lilu, and then Lilu has this thing where she like flips her body back and like opens up her mouth, and then the light comes out of her mouth and then shoots into the sky and stops the flaming ball from hitting Earth. And then happily ever after, everyone lives. There's a whole everyone lives, and Lilu and Bruce Willis become married and go off to paradise together. I don't remember anything else after that.
Well done. Yeah, it's the 5th element, scene by scene. Holy shit.
It was really good. I recommend go watching it and enjoy it, because Chris Rock, you were right. Chris Rock really does make that movie halfway. I was about to pass out.
Chris Rock?
Or not Chris Rock. Fuck.
Tucker.
Tucker. Makes the fucking movie a million times better. So.
Yeah.
Harry, if I may, I have 2 requests.
Yeah.
One, to like the people watching Soviet, one of you can probably animate. Can we have like a Microsoft Paint animation of that entire like recap?
Good luck.
And the second one is, Harry, please watch Das Boot and recap that to us as well.
Das Boot?
Das Boot. No,
yes,
like
Das Boot.
The U-boat movie.
The U-boat movie.
Oh, the U-boat movie.
No, well done though. So you enjoyed the film?
Yes. No, that was like
it's really good, isn't it?
It was one of I've not watched a lot of movies in my life, but it was definitely like top 5. Really good, and it still holds up. Like just like the way the story runs, and it's not like you look at the movie and it's like, oh, this is poor animation or poor graphics. Like they do a really good job at making it good. So I do recommend it for anyone.
Now I don't have the need to watch it anymore.
Watch the 5th element.
I feel fully informed, as I don't. I also love that people were surprised. Like at this point, it is well established that I don't watch movies. I haven't. If you ask me, have you seen this movie? The answer in 9 out of 10 cases is no. And see, now I don't have to watch 5th Element. I feel fully informed.
Just a bit of random trivia that everyone mentions on the 5th element. So one of the more interesting elements is that so Bruce Willis, the protagonist, and Gary Oldman, the antagonist, they never meet. Throughout the whole film, they never once. They're not even aware of each other beyond the one fired the other.
Tries to kill her.
Well, so they enter the same corridor but seconds apart. So they're after the same goal the whole film, but they never once become even slightly aware of each other.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I didn't really. So you're right. They never fucking meet.
Yeah, they never meet, not once throughout the whole film. It's cool, isn't it?
And I just the way they did the supervillain too was really good too. I think they do need props on that, because it's really hard to make a good villain that you want to root against but also think is kind of funny.
But yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's really, really good.
10 out of 10, top keck. I recommend it to everyone.
Top full of lots of quotable lines as well.
Yeah. Multipass.
Multipass. Lulu Dallas
Okay,
multipass.
Okay,
be
back
honest.
to your regular scheduled program. Sorry about that.
No, well done, well done. Good job.
What are you guys doing in Rust?
Just trying to get the base secured before Cyanide brings the server down on our heads.
I'm making a show.
Sai, how many people have you killed?
He's killed lots of people now. I'm sure we're going to get the wrath of Tom sooner or later.
Tom revenge for Cuppy, or Tom Revenge of Cuppy was brutal for everyone.
Wait, he got revenge?
Well, he's avenging by killing the entire server.
Oh, I see.
And then Cuppy felt bad, so she went and
Literally
moved.
except me. He killed
Yeah,
the entire
everyone
server
but the
except me.
person who actually did it. Like, he killed Maya. After Cuppy also went to Miami and Nomi and said, "Oh no, you guys are safe," and then it takes half a second and Maya's dead.
Oh dear.
But now Cuppy feels bad about Tom's insurrection, so she's now moved in with all the girls. They've had a rough patch.
Ah. Yes, well done there, Sai, you cheeky bastard. Taking me. He took me off the so while you were doing that, he took me off the authorization list for the base. So suddenly I was in the base and all the turrets and traps started turning on me.
Actually, Sai?
What a bell end.
Okay.
Yeah, just a bit. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure they worked and shit.
Of course, yeah.
Little test run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Can't test a turret without a moving target, you know?
Yeah. Well, the good news is they work.
Yeah, that's good.
That's delightful to hear.
Right. Alas, looking at the time, I've got to bounce. I've got to get on with work.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Hope you have a good time.
Yeah.
Have you finished up the thingy, or are you still working on that one?
No, still working on the latest. Yeah. What are you guys gonna go do?
Probably start up Rust.
Yeah.
Stream
I'm
some
gonna-
more and
I'm just
then head
gonna
off.
stream. I'm gonna stream Rust the whole day, pretty much.
Cool.
I'm just eating pizza right now, so I can't be asked.
What
Yeah.
type?
It's good lunch.
Pepperoni.
No, it's just a margarita with olives on it.
Margarita, yes. Olives. Ugh.
Olives
no.
are great.
No.
Not for a pizza.
Well,
Yes.
I guess it's a good thing. It's my fucking pizza, not yours.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
the only thing that's worse for me than olives is pepper. I hate bell pepper.
What?
Oh, so bad.
What?
No, I can't.
I
like,
love bell
the
pepper. I can
smell
eat it like
alone
an
makes
apple.
the smell alone makes me
Same,
not
Birdie.
nauseous, but like it doesn't make me feel good. So bell peppers is a huge no-go for me.
There are literal bell peppers that you can buy to just eat them as a
Yeah,
snack.
and this
It's fantastic.
This woman is so. I've never seen a person just take a bell pepper and take a bite out of it.
Oh, no,
like
that's
a
weird.
fucking psychopath.
That's weird.
I like bell peppers.
That's weird.
took a
With
bite
the
out of
seeds? Wait, with the seeds?
Well, yeah, but the seeds are in the middle.
You're
I don't
weird. That's
fucking-
weird. That bit's weird.
How big of a bite do you think I can take?
Wait, do you take like a bite like an apple out of the bell pepper? Because those things are kind of huge.
Normally I'll cut it up.
Okay, and just
Okay.
eat the slivers.
Yeah, everything but the seeds.
I bet. What do you use the seeds for? Anything?
I throw them away.
Oh, you make like good salsa with that. Well, not
the
like salsa.
seeds?
But... Well, they're spicy.
No, they're
Okay.
not. It's a bell pepper.
Oh, well, I don't know height. I don't know heat. I'm not good with heat. So like bell pepper would fuck me up.
Well, they're not that spicy.
They are not spicy at
No.
all.
Right. Anyway, I will catch you later. I've got lots to do.
Okay, bye bye.
So yeah, have a
Good
good
luck.
one. Thank you for the recap there, Harry.
No problem.
And thank you for the conversation, everyone. I'll see you later this afternoon.
Later.
Bye bye. Right, thank you for watching, everyone. Apologies to keep it short and sweet this morning. It is 20 minutes past 1, and I've got so much that I need to do. So, yes, I'm working on Space Engineers Bullshittery Part 4. It's about 22 minutes long. I've got the test render ready to go, so I'm test rendering it every morning, well, overnight, and then I watch it through and I try to spot errors. So, yeah, I'm in that quality assurance stage, just trying to, well, for about 19 minutes of the video, I'm just trying to get it polished. So, there's still lots of work on that front to do. And for 2 minutes of it, I need to do some pretty heavy editing because it's not quite finished. So lots and lots to do. I best crack on. I'll be busy here until the rest of the day, really. I'll be back later this evening. Right. Have a good one. Thank you again. I'll hand you over to Harry. Why not? So hang on a second. Has he gone live? Yeah, so ZF Harry, he's only just started streaming, but he's been in the clan for a few years. So I will leave you with him, unless Cyanide's on. Did Cyanide say he was starting? Cyanide's eating pizza. Okay, well, I'll hand you over to Harry then. Thank you again. Have a good one. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon.